Hey, all Kit here from Nimble Minecart. Welcome back to our review. And today I'm reviewing Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 4. By the time I'm recording this, we have we have some around a couple more days until we get the mini Fortnite X Simpsons season, which I'm mixed about. On the one hand, I'm not that interested into it, especially since we go from this chapter to The Simpsons. But on the other hand, I do have a small interest in The Simpsons, so I am quite interested in how the season will work. But yeah. So yeah. Anyways, pros, cons, and mids. First off is the OXR rifle. I've mentioned this before, but I like it when black gets paired with insert color here. Examples being black and red, black and yellow, black and green, black and purple, black and blue. The color of the OXR rifle is black and orange, which honestly I quite like the look of. It looks cool. Next up is the Lead Spitter 3000. The Lead Spitter 3000 is a 3-barrel minigun. It is freaking awesome. I love it. And the only downside for it does take a bit to reload, which, is a fair trade-off. Something very powerful deserves to take a while to reload. So, yeah. Honestly, yeah, Lead Spitter, pretty freaking cool, and also, a funny name for a minigun. Next up are the double trouble shotguns. These are one of the things you could get from the vaults, and basically they're two pump shotguns, but special, and you get two of these, so reloading won't be that much of an issue. Honestly, this is something you'd probably have to you would probably use in duos, probably. I don't know. Next up is the Wrecker Revolver, which is a shotgun handgun hybrid. It is really cool. I quite like it. It's fun to use. Next up is the Enhanced Wrecker Revolver. It's basically just a more powerful Wrecker Revolver, so yeah. Next one is the Eradicator Marksman Wrecker, which also, a pretty fun weapon to use. I quite like using sniper weapons. Next up is the Deadeye DMR, a new sniper rifle that was added to the game. Pretty fun to use. Next up is the Swarm Strike, which is a new rocket launcher. When that weapon was first shown off, I immediately thought, okay, this is definitely something you'd see from Destiny. Because it looks like a weapon that came from Destiny. Like, I can't be the only one who sees it. Next up is the oh wait, no. Sorry, I already said that one. Next up is the Bug Blaster, which is this bug that's a gun. And the animation for it is really funny because you basically just shove your hand up its ass. And it's really funny. Like the animation that plays is really funny. The Bug Blaster goes it lets out a shriek sound. It's like, yeah, that's what you get for killing the sprites. Which, yeah, that's a part of the story. The reason why we no longer have the sprites in the game is because all the bugs killed all of them. So, yeah. Next up is the Exotic Slapberry Fizz. Okay, honestly, when I was playing with it, there wasn't really that much of a difference. It's basically like the basic Slapberry, but it's in the form of the Fizzberry stuff we got in Chapter 5. So, yeah, not really a lot to share there. I'm sorry. Next up is the Surge Medallion. This medallion would increase movement speed and give you a speed burst while sliding. Pretty fun to use, quite liked it, and the design's pretty cool. Next up is the Spring-like Medallion. This one essentially gave you the ability to double jump and has no fall damage, which is pretty amazing. And then for the okay, maybe not the final medallion, but the Carapace medallion. This one would grant you 50 health and shield on an enemy elimination, and would passively give you 3 shields per second up to 50 shield. So yeah. Okay, so this one is a Blitz Royale exclusive, but yeah, Satama's medallion. We got a One Punch Man crossover and Fortnite Blitz, or yeah, Fortnite's Blitz Royale mode was given the Satama medallion, which basically lets you kill anyone with one hit of your pickaxe. So yeah, obviously something that gives you the ability to kill somebody in one hit is pretty damn fun. So yeah, hold on, need a. All right. Next up is the Super Soldier ranking. This is this chapter, not chapter. This is this season version of the hero rank from the previous season. And yeah, honestly, I quite like this rank system that they've added, but sadly, it was recently removed. Hopefully, it comes back, just like weapon mods and augmentations. Anyways, next up is the drop pod. This is essentially the supply unit summon thing you have in Helldivers 2, which I just want to mention. Fortnite, you really messed up not doing a Helldivers collab for this season because, like this season was perfect for a Helldivers collab, but we didn't get one. Like I'm genuinely surprised how we didn't get a Helldivers collab because, like, obviously this season shares a decent amount of similarities with Helldivers 2, which is a game I haven't played in a while because I don't have any friends to play it with. So yeah, but yeah, drop pod's pretty cool. Most of the time you're given really good loot, so there's that. Next up is the Megazord. The Megazord, holy crap, it was so fun. Like, the only thing that would make it better is if I got to control the Megazord in real life. But obviously that's never going to happen. So yeah, being able to use the Megazord in the game, really freaking fun, and I loved it. Then our final two pros, these are the items that we were given for the current Fortnite bearers that we got. First up is Scooby Snacks. This is an item that heals your health and shield and also gives you a speed boost. But here's what makes it even cooler. They give you the Scooby-Doo running sound effect when you have the speed boost that this stuff grants you. I I just love it. It's so ridiculous. I love it. And the best part is, they actually have a the Scooby Doo Run sound for the Scooby Doo Run emote. So when Scooby Snacks is eventually vaulted, you can still have it if you have the emote. And then finally, there is the last call. This is the Scream collaboration item. Where you have this one, or okay, so basically how you get this item is around the map. There are these black phone booths, which no aren't for the black phone crossover, but for Scream. When you get in them, you're given the last call, which turns you into Ghostface and gives you a heckin' knife. But also this phone that lets you locate players that are around you. Honestly, it's really cool. I quite like it. It's a fun item to use. So yeah, I really do hope it does return next Fortnite Bears, just like with the chainsaw, because honestly, it's really fun. For the cards, honestly, I don't really have any. I don't actually have any cons, surprisingly enough. I know this was a mixed season for some people, especially with like the nerfs and then like a bunch of items being vaulted when like the bug stuff was removed. So yeah, but personally, I quite like the season. Now we get to the mids. First off is the enhanced assault rifle. It's just a more powerful assault rifle. Then there is the Eradicator OXR rifle. Again, just a more powerful OXR assault rifle. Next up is the Sweeper shotgun. Honestly, it didn't really feel any different to the to a regular shotgun. I like the design, but it just felt a bit too basic for me. Then there is the Shockwave launcher. You're really only using this for transportation. Then there is the launch pad. Now here's the thing. Launch pad is essentially a supercharged version of the regular jump pad that we have. but it takes up an inventory slot instead of a build slot, so there's that. Then there is the 8th birthday medallion. Yeah, Fortnite turned 8 years old, and in 2 years, Fortnite will be a 10-year-old game. Yeah, saying that feels weird. But yeah, so this medallion just gave you balloons over time, and that's about it. Then there is the Megazord medallion, which would occasionally track enemies that happen to be around you. So, yeah. And then finally, there is the Thorn Ripper. It's just a reskin of Hades' chain. That's about it. The design is cool, though. It is cool, but it is just a reskin. So, yeah. But, yeah. So, I give this season a total of 6 out of 7 stars. It is pretty fun. I quite liked it. Yeah, there were some problems here and there, especially with the nerfing and then a decent amount of items being vaulted before Fortnite Nightmares. But besides that, yeah, I quite enjoyed the season, especially with like the lead spinner and the swarm strike. So yeah, honestly, yeah, I freaking love this season, especially because with the freaking orbital strike that we got, which is freaking awesome. But yeah, anyways, I'm somewhat hyped for Fortnite X Simpson season. So yeah, but yeah, anyways, that was it for this review. Make sure you all subscribe and like for more, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, home guards, and goodbye!